to Toon School TV. Welcome back, students. Okay, this time we are going to discuss another tutorial. The topic is compound interest. Alam ko natapos na natin yung simple interest for the past video na inyong nakita. Ngayon karon atong makatunan kung saan compound interest. The objective is to compute maturity or the future value and present value in compound interest. Next, we are going to define first what is compound interest. This is the interest due at the end of a certain period added to the principal and the sum earns interest for the next period. Sa short nga pagbinisaya, ang compound interest ang kwarta nga imong giutang gipatubo gipapanganak ug katong anak gipatubo o gipanak. That is compound interest. Okay, para masabtan ang tanan, ang compound interest na duha ka klase nga formula. First, we have the maturity or the future value in compound interest. Unsa may maturity future value? Kaning maturity, di ba, total tanan sa imong bayro nun at the end of your contract agreement kung pila ka tuig inyo pwedeng bayaran sa utang. So natay formula nga F equals P times the quantity of 1 plus R to the T power. So meaning ang F din stands for the maturity value at the end of the term, and the P is the principal or the present value, and R is the simple interest rate, and T is the term or time in year. Okay, so how are we going to compute our compound interest? We have I sub C equals F minus P. Muna siyang ato ang compound interest. Okay, example number 1 para masabtan ang tanan, we have number 1, find the maturity value and the compound interest if 10,000 pesos is compounded annually at an interest rate of 2% in 5 years. So, pagitaon daw nato ang maturity value ug ang compound interest kung adun natay 10,000 pesos nga naga-compounded siya og 2% in 5 years. Pila karon ang ato ang bayro nun after 5 years. So what are the given? So the given here is P equals 10,000 and then our R is 2% equals 0.02 and our T is 5 years. Kung saan gipangita? So you're going to find A is our future value. It's because the question here, find the maturity value. And letter B is find also the compound interest because ito, find the maturity and the compound interest. We have I sub C. First, we're going to solve the maturity value. Based on formula to get the maturity value in compound interest, we use this formula. F equals P times the quantity 1 plus R to the T power. Imo lang i-substitute tanan nga values, tanan given this formula kana. Be sure nga naa mo'y scientific calculator para dali ninyo nini ma-solve kay this involve exponents. Okay, so we have 10,000 times the quantity of 1 is the constant value plus 0.02 our rate to the 5th power. So just add this inside the parentheses, 1 plus 0.02, then to the 5th power. Then 10,000 times 1.02 to the 5th power, that is 1.104080. Just multiply and make it sure nga ang inyong final answer round off to the 2 decimal places. So 0.81. So that is 11,040 and 81. Okay, so this is now your future value. After 5 years, sa imong 10,000, nag-accumulate with 11,040 pesos and 81 centavos. Pila ang interest sir? Pila ang compound interest? So use the compound interest formula. We have I sub C equals F minus P. So we have our F is 11,040 and 81 minus 10,000. So we have 1,040 and 81. Therefore, this is your compound interest. Bot pasabot, gikan sa 10,000 nga imuhang principal, ming tubo lang siya og 1,040 and 80. Sulod sa 5 years. Kung pautanong ka pila ang imuhang nabayad tanan, gikan sa 10,000 after 5 years with 2% interest na kay 11,040 and 81. Alright, so muna siya example number 1. Another example for the maturity value. Okay, so suppose your father deposited in your bank account 10,000 pesos at an annual interest rate of 0.5%, compounded yearly. When you graduated from kindergarten and did not get the amount until you finished grade 12, how much will you have in your bank account after 12 years? So, kumbaga, ang imong papa din niya mag-deposit sa bangko para sa imuha 10,000 para sa imuhang pag-eskwela, gikan sa kindergarten, hangtod sa grade 12. Kaya ang 10,000 nga imutang sa bangko is only 0.5% compounded yearly. Pila daw ang maabot sa imong 10,000 after 12 years. Okay, so use the maturity value in compound interest. So what are the given? We have 10,000, we have P 10,000, our R is 0.5%, and our T is 12 years. Okay, so ano ang hinahanap? We need to find the maturity value. Then, ito. So, just substitute all the given values po para sa ito ang formula. So, we have the formula F equals P times quantity 1 plus R to the P power. So, we have 10,000 times 1 plus 0.005 to the 12 power. Just add this inside the parentheses, 1.005 to the T power, and then multiply. So we have 1.0616778. Tulpukon ang scientific calculator will come out this 10,616 and 78. Therefore, after 12 years, sa imuhang 10,000, 10,000 sa imong papa nga i-deposit sa bangko, maka-accumulate ka og 10,616 pesos and 78 centavos. Okay, so yun ang pag-compute sa maturity value. Next, how about the present value? Saan ang present value? Present value and compound. Ang present value, imo na siyang bayran karon daan. Meaning, daghan kay kwarta, bayran na nimo daan ang maong imohang i-deposit sa bangko kumbaga. So, the formula for the present value, we have P equals F over 1 plus R to the T power. Okay? Whereas, F maturity and P the principal and R in the interest rate and T term of or time in a year. Okay? Yun lang ang formula. So, same with finding the interest compound. F minus P yapon. Ito, F minus P yapon kung pangitawan ang interest. Compound interest. So, example number 3 for the present value. Ito, what is the present value of 50,000 due in 7 years if money is worth 10% compounded annually? Kumbaga, pila daw ang imong mahatag karon kung naghuna-huna ka after 7 years na kay 50,000. Unya nag-interest din siya 10% compounded annually. Pila ang imong mahatag karon? By using the formula mamaya, dapat hanapin niyo muna yung mga given. Ano ang given problem? So we have F equals 50,000, R is 10%, or converted to decimal 0.1, our T is 7 years. Ano ang hinahanap? You need to find the present value. Pila ang imong mahatag karon. So just use the formula. The formula here is P equals F over the quantity of 1 plus R to the T power. So we have P equals 50,000 divided by 1 plus 0.1 to the 7th power. So that is 1 plus 0.1, that is 1.1. Ito, to the 7th power. Just use your scientific calculator. Magkakaroon tayo ng 1.948771. Divide ito. 50 divided by 1.948717. Magkakaroon tayo ng 25,657 and 91. Therefore, kung gusto ka nga na ay 50,000 sulod sa pito ka tuig na nag-interest siya 10% compounded annually, karon pa lang daan, magutang na ka or mag-deposit na ka, mag-save na ka of 25,657 and 91. Muna siya ang imahang bayron karon. Okay, so muna ang kalahian sa maturity of sa present value. Another example is Mr. Bautista aims to have his investment grow to 500,000 in 4 years. How much should he invest in account that pays 5% compounded annually? Kumbaga si Bautista nagunaon na pila yang i-invest karon kung gusto niya makakabot og 500,000 within 4 years. Then with 5% compounded annually. What are the given? Ito. So we have F, 500,000. Our R is 5%. Or converted to 0.05. Then T equals 4 years. Anong hinahanap? Find the present value. Kay gusto man niya nga makakabot siya 500,000 in 4 years. Okay. So use the formula. We have F equals 1 plus R to the T power. Just use your scientific calculator para madali tayo. So we have 500,000 divided by ito 1 plus 0.05 to the 4th power. That is 1.05 to the 4th power. Use your calculator, scientific calculator. We have 1.2155062. And then 500,000 divided by 1.2155062. We will have this 411,351 and 25. Therefore, kung gusto ka nga makakuha og 500,000 after 4 years, karon pa lang mag-invest na ka og 411,351 and 25. Okay, so that is how are we going to solve present value in compound interest. Okay, so congratulations. So remember class, na when do we need to use the formula for future and the present value? First, this is the future value in compound interest. Kailan ito gagamitin po? Dapat titingnan natin yung problem solving. Kung makabasa mo og after and makabasa mo find the future or the maturity value, then use this formula. The problem is involved future maturity in compound interest. How about the present value? Ito, you need to have this in question. What is the present value? Present term. Invested now and must be invested and also must be deposited. Those are the two formulas in solving. Those are the two formulas in solving the compound interest. We have the maturity and the present compound interest. So congratulations. I hope na naamoy nakatunan karon, and don't forget to click the notification bell para updated mo sa daghan pa nga mga video and tutorial in our subject. Bye-bye.